Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of my Minecraft Let's Play, where I'm just gonna be playing, and yapping and having fun because no one can stop me, and I'm just gonna accept that. So, the reason I'm doing this is as a creative outlet for me, because I tried actual YouTube and it freaking sucked. It felt like a job, and I'm 14 and I don't want a job. I just want to hang out and be a person, real life, and then I discovered this type of content where the goal is to make them feel like they're hanging out with you, and I was talking to ChatGPT, and it was like, you're never gonna get anywhere as a Minecraft Let's Play YouTuber, and I was very surprised, because ChatGPT is always there for me when I need to tell it my bad ideas, and it's gonna tell me they're great ideas. And that is what I use ChatGPT for, to be quite frank. But it just didn't agree with me. It thought this was such a bad idea, it had to intervene. So apparently ChatGPT thinks this is a bad idea, but, you know, screw ChatGPT. I mean, AI's taken over the world or whatever. I don't know. My sister's in college, and she was talking about how AI ruins creativity and it's using all our water or something. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know anything. I don't know anything about AI. I don't know anything about anything. So I'm not certified to talk about anything. So I'm not going to. But I can give you what I've heard, and if it is true that it's taking up all this water and doing all this stuff, then that's bad. And I don't know. But I mean, there's infinite water, right? Doesn't it just like, if we're just like evaporating it, doesn't it just come back? That's probably a really stupid comment for someone who knows how this type of thing works. But, you know, that's just life. I mean, we don't know. I don't know how everything works. Speaking of not knowing how everything works, did you guys know that, like, we don't know, like, why ice is slippery? Like we know how it, we don't know how ice is slippery. We know why it's slippery. It's just some weird chemical in it. But, like, we have no freaking idea why ice is slippery. Like, that's just something we don't know. Which is weird. We also don't know why we dream. That's really weird. We don't know why we dream at all. And that's a really terrifying fact to me, that we just don't know why. We also, from an evolutionary standpoint, don't know why we sleep. Like, why all the animals on Earth sleep. There are better ways to gain energy than to sleep. Ooh, a shipwreck. I'll go check that out in a second. There are better ways to gain energy than to sleep. So why does every animal on Earth do it? They think it might have something to do with the day-night cycle and just it being a very natural occurrence, but like, they don't necessarily know, and that's kind of terrifying to me. Is we just don't know how any of that works, or how it's just the amount of stuff we don't know. I talked to my sister. She's a pre-bio major, or not a pre-bio major, a biology major. She's gonna be a surgeon or something. She's smart. But she was talking to me about how sorry, I'm trying to lock in on this. On how I was asking her questions on how everything worked, and she was like, I don't know. And I was like, okay, can you look that up? She looked it up, and she was like, okay, so we don't know. And I was like, who's we? And she was like, the world. I was like, flip, you mean the world don't know? I thought we had stuff figured out. What do you mean we don't know? Yeah, so I'm not doing buried treasure. We just don't know a bunch of stuff, and that is a very terrifying fact to know. Like, just the lack of knowledge we have. I was also watching, this kind of relates. I was watching, Project Hail Mary recently, and all the relations between the alien and the spoiler alert for Project Hail Mary, all the differences between the alien guy and the human guy, and how they're explained and all that stuff. And I was like, wow, props to you for figuring that out. I really don't know where I was going with that. You know, I lost train of thought. Now I'm lost. Oh crap. I don't know what to do. ADHD. Oh, ADHD. Yeah, so I'm not diagnosed with ADHD. I don't, there's no way to know if I have it. I don't know if I have it. I don't know. There's no No one's told me. I mean, people have told me I've had it. This is where I think I have it. 7 different people on 7 different accounts have told me they think I have ADHD. Never once have I talked to these people about having ADHD. Several of them were my teachers. One of them was my mom. Some of them were my friends. But like, just they all think I have ADHD, and I have opinions on that. I'm a high schooler, right? And I believe all high schoolers have a little bit of pent-up energy that like is just like part of their nature. I mean, like, that's just like part of who they are. It is part of them to be over energetic and be excited and all that stuff, and I feel like we misdiagnose that a lot of times. Now, I'm not a medical professional. I don't know anything about medical diagnosis. You get this a lot. I don't know a lot of stuff. I mean, I know the average stuff, but anyway, and I had a really interesting conversation because one of the main reasons they told me I have ADHD is I hop from project to project. Like, I'll just be doing this, then I'll do that, then I'll do this, then I'll do that. But I was like, I don't hop on, like, a day-by-day basis. I hop on, like, a month-by-month basis. I went on this huge thing where I wanted to learn 3D animation. And I watched all the tutorials on YouTube, and I watched all the stuff, and I tried to make I went on a YouTube video spree where I tried to make, like, high-quality YouTube videos. And I'm like, all this stuff is not what God made me to do. Like, none of this actually matters. I mean, another thing, I'm Christian. So, yeah. And we'll get into that probably in a video. But, like, that's all the stuff I have no way of knowing any of it and not doing any of it, but I just, like, do it and I go on month-long sprees. And where I think that comes from is I was viewed as a gifted child. Not saying I actually was. I'm pretty stupid. But, I was told when I was a child that I was gifted. And that made me, and everything was easy. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I was gifted. Because everything was so easy my entire life. And that meant I had to entertain myself. But every time I tried to entertain myself with age-appropriate activities, I would freaking learn everything in, like, a month, and then I was done. And now my attention span can't keep up a project for more than a month. I'm assuming these rants will last longer because they're easy and it's more of a creative outlet than an actual production. This is my villager farm, by the way. It's nighttime. But like, I just got so used to everything, and just everything became so easy. I don't know, and it just made me, I really don't know. Like, it made me go from project to project to project, because I've never met anyone else that has that issue. I've never met anyone my own age that's had that issue. I've read about it online, all that sort of stuff, but I've never met anyone who has that issue, and that's just, I think it's me. I don't know, I'm weird. But like, I'll say I don't know a lot. I kind of want to talk about that. Like, I was in a philosophy class, and I had to write, oh shucks, we had to write a lot of stuff on philosophy for my final. I had to answer a bunch of questions, and one of the questions was, what is the difference between believing and knowing? And at first I was like, well, that's pretty simple. I mean, knowing is just knowing, and believing is just thinking you know. Yeah, I had no idea. But when I actually got down to the meat and bones of it, I wrote this whole thing that I wrote. My teacher doesn't know this, but I wrote it at 3 a.m. the night before about that there is no difference, that it's just knowing and believing are the same thing. Now, looking back on that philosophy, that I don't think that's true. But, like, I wrote this whole thing on how, like, we believed the earth was flat, but, like, at the time we said we knew and all this stuff. Now, I think there is knowing. Now, can we differentiate between knowing and believing is a whole nother paper that I could write. But, I think there is knowing. I think I can know something. I'm not sure I ever will know something, but I think I can know something, and that's just a part of life that I think we all have to deal with, and that's just part of it. Now, I had to do a lot of other stuff in this philosophy class. We had to read a lot of books, which was really annoying, but the nice part is little lore about me. There's this girl I really liked in this class. Still like her to this day. You guys probably hear more about her, or I'll move on to a different girl. But she's pretty neat. But I'd hang out with her a lot, and she really is an amazing person. She always has like music and laughter in her life, and she's always dancing, and that's something that always gets me. She's always dancing, and it really makes me feel 10 times better. I mean, I'm a musical guy. I play the bagpipes, I play the trumpet. I'm not from Scotland, if you can't tell by my accent. But I play the bagpipes, I play the trumpet, I play a little bit of the piano. I'm a musical guy, but like, she is musical, and that's something really special about her. In fact, normally I'd be texting her almost every night, and we talk all the time, but my phone is updating right now, so I can't talk to her. But she really is someone that is very special to me, and whether we ever date or not, she's been a close friend and a crucial part of my life. But yeah, that was a side tangent. But that was during this philosophy class, right? And I used to copy her notes on books you're supposed to read, because I just wouldn't read them. I mean, I'd read maybe like a page or two, but like I really wasn't reading these books. I did end up getting all the philosophical takes though, because she would just tell me. So I mean, it could be worse. It could be worse, guys. But I mean, that's another case of me just skipping over something that I should know. But yeah, all right. This is my villager trading hall, by the way. That's what I've been working on. This is my beautiful path. What else to talk about? Sometimes I start with that, figuring out what to talk about, but I'm also just a very yappy person. Like, I love to talk and I love to share. What other side tangent, like, hobbies have I been on? There's been a lot of YouTube ones. There's been a lot of trying to start doing YouTube channels. I actually have a YouTube channel with my friends, but they can't know about this one. They're not going to know about this one. This channel's not going to be linked to that channel, nothing like that, because this is just for me. Now, I don't care if people online see it. That's a different matter. I mean, I can trust you guys, right? It's not so much a matter of I care if they see it. It's just, this is my public diary onto the internet forever. Yeah. YouTube won't let me make a video longer than 15 minutes, and I'm about to enter a 5-minute tangent, so go watch part 2 if you want to see what happens.